Okay, students, you can begin with your presentation.
Sir, is the screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Maitri, and my partner Aishwarya are here to uh, try a small presentation on binary search. So let's start. What is binary search? Binary search is a technique of searching an element in a given array. All the elements in binary search should be sorted. In a given sorted array, we will search a particular element. For example, now I have a set of array from 1 to 10 numbers and I have to search the fifth element from that array. Searching that fifth element is known as binary search. And binary search has a compulsion rule that the arrays should be compulsory in sorted manner. When the arrays are in sorted manner, then only the binary search can be processed. Only that time the binary search will be success. Okay. The technique divides the data structure into two halves by calculating mid element. If the element to be searched is at mid position, is retrieve. If the mid element is not the search element, then either the search is conducted on the left half or right half, depending on the value of the element. Now, binary search, for every consecutive step, the array will divide into two halves. When the array gets divided, we use a mid formula to divide the array. And the formula is low plus high divided by 2. When we divide the array, there are three possibilities that our element which we have to search will be either on the left half or on the right half. I call it as first or second half. So the element will be either on the left side or on the right side of the divided array. Or else when the array will get divided, the third possibility is that the element which we have to find and the array which got divided, they will be equal. That time the binary search will be successful. Or else we have to select the array where the element is being present. Now Aishwarya will explain advantages and disadvantages.
Should I share the screen or this is okay?
You start. This is okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be explaining the advantages and disadvantages of binary search. The advantages of binary search algorithm are: it eliminates half of the list from further searching by using the result of each comparison. It, in sense, it removes half list from the further searching at side and see from the mid position. It says to the left or the right side where the element is present, it shows only the same side of the comparison. It indicates whether the element being searched is before or after the current position. As I told before, it searches from the mid position to the left side or the right side of the current position. For a larger list of data, it works significantly better than the linear search. It is better than the linear search because it consumes less time. Disadvantages: the employs recursive approach, which requires more stack space. It uses more memory space, so it is disadvantage. Programming binary search algorithm is error prone and difficult. It causes more number of errors. The interaction of binary search with memory hierarchy, that is caching, is poor. The memory hierarchy separates the computer storage and into hierarchy based on response time, so the interaction in binary search memory hierarchy is poor. Next, binary search tree. Binary search tree is a non-linear data structure which is collection of elements called nodes. In binary tree, the topmost element is called a root node. An element can have 0 and 1, at most 2 child nodes. A binary search tree is also known as ordered binary tree. Binary tree where in the node are arranged in the ordered. All the value in the left subtree has the value less than value of root node. All the value in right node has a value greater than the value of root node. As shown in the example there, non-linear data structure means where the data elements are not arranged sequentially or linearly. Maitri, let us scroll down. Yeah, as shown in the example there, root node carries parents node and siblings, and then the child nodes. Example will be explained by Maitri.
Now, in the root node, a binary search tree, also known as ordered binary tree. Here in the binary tree, the trees will be in ordered wise. They will be in ordered wise, wherein the nodes are arranged in order. All the values in the left subtrees has the values less than the value of the root node. Here we can see that all the values in the B side are all the nodes which will be having the value less than the base value. And in the right side, all the values will be having greater than the base value. Now I will start with the example of the binary search. Now these are the elements, 10 elements, 0 to 9. Here the key value is 59. 59 in sense the 59 is the value where we have to find out in the array. We have to search 59 in this complete array. Now, as I said before, the array always divides into 2. That is low plus high divided by 2. So when we calculate the low plus high, we get the mid value as 4. I will explain it with step by step. There are 3 possibilities. First and foremost, there are 3 possibilities in the binary search. That one, the key value will be either equals to the mid value, or they will be less than the mid value, or the key will be greater than the mid value. Okay. I will explain with the first step. For every consecutive step, the array divides into 2 halves. We use mid formula to find the mid value. As I said, it always divides into 2 halves. Binary search is a divide and rule method. So as I said here, it got divided into 2 halves. That is, the lowest value is 0 and the highest value is 9. When we divide it, we get 4.5 as the value. But here we take the base value as the mid value. So 4 is the mid value. And 4 value is 25 in the array. So here the array gets divided at 4th value. Now, second step. Now the array value will be from 5th to 9th value. That is 45th to 89th number. Now, we have to check it with the key value. Suppose if the key value would be 17, then we could have searched the array, this midpoint of the values from 0 to 4th value. But here the key value is 59. So the second half, that is from 5th to the 9th value, here are 59th, the element 59 is present. So the first half, that is from 0 to 4, this will get skipped off. And we have to find the mid value of the elements from 5th to 9th. Now, we have to again calculate the mid value. And when we calculate the mid value of 5th to 9th, again we have to do the same process of calculating the mid value, that is low plus high divided by 2, and we get the mid value as 7. Now we can see that the key element is present at the left side, the first half of the array. So at this time, the second half of the array, that is from the element 8th and 9th element will get skipped off. And we will be finding the mid value of only the elements from 5th to 7th value. Now step 3. Now the array will be from 5th to 7th value, that is 45th to 63. We have to again calculate the mid value. When now we calculate the mid value at the third step. And when we calculate the mid value, we get the mid value as 6. So here we can see that here a key value which we had before, that was 59th value, that is the 6th element. And we got the mid value also as 59th value, and that is the 6th element. So when the key and mid value is equal, that time a binary search is completed. We can check here the key value is 59, that is 6th value, and the mid value which we got is also the 6th, and the 6th is 59th value. So key is equals to mid value, hence binary search is been successful. Thank you. Anyone is having any doubt?
Okay. Very good attempt, both of you students, Maitri and Aishwarya. Give them a round of applause, students.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Now, the binary search concept, we have already studied this in the second semester. We are just going to look into it once again with the algorithm only. There is no program involved in this. We will just look into the algorithm here. Okay, you have covered up it very much in detail. I will just go through the algorithm and then I will try to explain that algorithm with the concept what we have taught here. Okay.
Yes.
Now let me shoot certain questions to students. Now, what is the prerequisite for to have a binary search? What is the prerequisite? Search means we are going to, yeah, the elements in the array should be sorted order, right? If the elements are not in the sorted order, then we cannot apply the binary search effectively. Even if we apply so, we may not get the desired results. We will see that how it works later. Okay. Now, meantime, students, you can stop sharing your system.
Yes, sir.
Oh. First, let me share up an Excel sheet and then we will try to look into it. Okay. Now, I hope the screen is visible now.
Yes, sir.
Say we have the array and we have certain array elements. Let's say these are the array elements in the given array. So there are 9 elements in this array. Now, are they in proper order? Yes, they are in an ascending sort. That means we can adapt or we can try to search any element by using the binary search. The name itself says binary means what? 2. So we are going to make a technique, a method wherein we will divide this given set of elements into 2 different halves. Call it to be a first half or a second half, or call it to be a left half or a right half. This division is applied by using the a simple formula called as mid is equals to low plus high divided by 2. So what is this basically low and high? Low is the index value of first element, that is 0 in this case. High is the index value of last element. In this case, it is 8. So basically, at the first time, the low and high are nothing but are the index 0, that is the first index, 0th index, and the last element's index. By making use of these two, low and high, we will calculate the mid value. We will sum up together and divide it by 2 and we get a mid position. Now, can anyone tell me what is the mid position here? When we calculate in this case, what we will get a mid value as?
Four.
Is it difficult sum? 0 plus 8 divided by 2? 4. Okay, we
Four.
get a 4 as the mid element. Let me write down the values for other elements also. Okay, now we have something called as a key here. Key means it is the element that particular element we are going to search in the given array. Say, assume that the element in this case is 80. The key means the element whose index we are going to search for. Okay, basically there can be two possibilities. First possibility is that the element, this particular key element, might be present in the given array or it might be absent in the given array. If it is present, the job of the binary search is to retrieve the index of this particular key element. That means if this 80 is present, when I look into the elements, okay, I can figure it out that 80 is present here. So what this search is going to give me, it is going to give me the index of that particular key element, that is 7. It will say that the 80 or the key element is present at the given index location 7. Okay, now let us try to understand how this binary search will work here. So as we just discussed that we calculated the mid element as 4 in this case. So once we get the mid element, what we will try to do is that we will check whether the element at the mid position. So mid position is 4 and at this particular mid position the element is what, 50. Is it the element which we are looking for? That is it the key element? There can be three possibilities. Yes, it is the mid element. It can be a mid element. If it is so, then that means what? The search is definitely successful. We will retrieve its index value. How can I get the index value? It is a mid. The mid will give the index value. That is the first possibility. Second possibility is that definitely this element is not the mid element. The mid element is not the key element. Then it gives us two more possibilities. That first could be, as the elements are in a sorted order, in this case it is in ascending sort, the value at the mid position and the key element we need to compare. This key can fall into the left side of this mid or it can fall onto the right side of the mid based upon the comparison. If the key element, if it is less than the element at the mid position, if it is less than, that is, let me try to write it here. If key is less than, if the name of the array is A, then if that array's mid position, okay, if the key is less than array of mid, then definitely it will fall into these subset. We can call it to be a first half or a left half. The third possibility would be what? If you look into here, this possibility is false here. We cannot, the element here is 80, but it is not less than the mid of this particular element. At mid we have 50. So is 80 less than 50? No, obviously not. That means the key element, definitely it cannot be present on the left side of the mid. Where it can be present? It can be present on its right side. If it can be present on the right side, now for me as a search algorithm, it should only bother to search on its right side of the mid. It should only bother to search onto the right side of the mid, because definitely this key is greater than what this particular 50 is. Then I can only search on the right side. I can ignore all the elements from the left side. When I want to search on the right side, that is on the second half, during that time, I need to readjust my low and high values. I need to readjust the low and high values. Now, I will just try to highlight these lines here. Now, I'm just highlighting over here. I need to search on these 4 elements. And here, I know that this 4 is a mid and this 8 is a high. Can you tell me what will be the new value of low? Because I require, in order to calculate the mid, I require 2 things. One is the low and high. In this one, I know the value of a high. What can be the low value?
4.
5.
5.
Between these numbers, between these 4 numbers, that is 60, 70, 80 and 90, right? The last element is present at high, that already I am aware about. I need to know the new value of low, right? How can I get a new
60.
value of low? It is one above the mid. It is next index value of the mid, because at the mid we couldn't identify. It is not present on its left side, then it is present on the right side of the mid. So right side of the mid means what? Mid plus 1. So always the mid plus 1 now here will give rise to a new value of a low. So in the next time, in the second time, I need to only search into the right side of this, wherein we got the new value for the low, whereas the high value is retain its own value. Now next what I need to do, I need to repeat the same steps. What are those steps? I need to first again calculate the mid. So in this case, mid is calculated as what? Low plus high. So low plus high means what? 5 plus 8 divided by 2. So what I get the value as? 5 plus 8 divided by 2. It is an integer value, not a fractional value. How much I get?
6.
6, right? It is 6.5, but we will only consider the integral part, so we get a 6. So our new value of mid is what? It is going to be not 4 now, the mid is going to be this case. Now again the same rules. Now is it the element at the mid? Is it the key element? Now we need to compare that. Is it 80 is equal to 70? No, again not the case. Now then definitely we need to check that this particular 80 might be present on the left side of the mid, or it might be present on the right side of the mid. Right? Now what do you think, students? Where does it stand? It stands on the right side of the mid. Right? Again, the next time we need to again make a modification to our low value. So in the next time, I need to only search between this 80 and 90. So during that time, I get a low as here and high as here. So these low and mid will be taken out. Now I need to again calculate the new mid value. So again, new mid value means what? 7 plus 8 divided by 2. I get the value as again 7 in this case. It gives us 7.5, but we need to only consider the whole number. So we get a 7. So the mid value is here itself, that is 80. Is it the key value which we are searching for? In this case, it is true. The key value and the value at mid position both are same. That means the search is successful. Since search is successful, we need to retrieve its index. Now the index is definitely stored in the variable mid, that is 7. So we can say that the search is successful and the key element is present at the index 7. So if you carefully observe here, we are trying to divide the given set of elements into 2 halves by calculating the mid position, right? If the element is found at the mid position for the first time, well and good, the search is successful. If not, then definitely the key element is either present on its left half or it is present on its right half. Based upon the comparison, if the key element is less than the value at the mid position, then it will be definitely present on the left half. Then if it is on the other side, then we need to look upon the searching only on the other side. Every time we are going to calculate the new mid value, based upon that particular new mid value, we will continue searching the element. How long we need to search? Two possibilities. One, until the element is present. And if we continue searching all the elements and if we couldn't find the element, that means definitely that element is not present. How can we come to know how, on what particular basis we need to stop this particular search method? Once the low value becomes more than the high value. In our search criteria, in our search repetitions, we will reach a situation when the value of low will cross the value of high. Means low will come on the right of the high. That means what? We have exhausted searching all the elements and we couldn't find it. That time we can say that the element is not present in the array. Okay, now what I will do is that I will show you the algorithm, which is very simple. Whatever discussions we had, based upon that itself the algorithm is written. And I will take one more example where the element is not present in the array, so that we can understand how the interactions or how the repetition works there. Let me share you the other screen. Is it visible, students? The other screen? Notepad is visible?
No, sir, still Excel.
Okay. Just a second. I think now it is visible to you. Okay, now this is the algorithm of binary search. Again, the binary search algorithm can be written in two different methods. One is iterative, that is just making use of a while loop we can write, or we can even write a recursive method also. Both the algorithms we are going to look into here. Now, this particular algorithm you guys have already studied in the second semester, and the one whatever we have explained here by the students and by myself, it follows the same approach. Okay, look into the algorithm here. Let me go by step. Now, we have the binary search algorithm which accepts three parameters. The first one is the array. Second one is the number of elements in that array. Then the key element. Key means the element which we are going to search into the given array. Okay. Now, as we know, we need to have two things. One is the low and the high. Low is what? The first index. First index means 0 is the first low value, and high means the last index. Last index is nothing but total numbers minus 1. Okay, so we get the low and high in the initial part. Now we need to repeat the search mechanism until this particular low is less than or equal to high. I just told you, right? Once low becomes more than high, then we need to stop. So to handle that one, this particular condition will help us. Until as long as this particular low is less than or equal to high, we can continue to search in the given array. Once this particular condition becomes false, that means the key element is definitely not present in the given set of array elements. Okay, now as we know, the first step is what? We need to calculate the mid value. So mid is equals to low plus high divided by 2. Right? Now, next what we discussed, if the element is the key element, if it is the element at the mid position, that is, if is it key equals to the array element at the mid position. If it is true, that means the search is successful at the first time itself. Right? In that case, we are supposed to just return the mid value. Okay, for instance, suppose if the array elements are like this 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Let's take only 5 elements and we're trying to search the key. Say the key element is 30. Okay, now low is what? Low is 0 and high is 4. So mid value will be what? Mid is equals to low plus high divided by 2, we get 2. Now with these calculations, look into this particular step. Is key equals to A of mid. Mid is 2, A of 2 is what? 30. So is this 30 the key? Is it equal to the mid element? Yes, it is true. That means the condition is giving true result. That means the element is available. It is present in the given array at the position wherever this is mid is pointing to. Right now, mid is pointing to value 2. That means the index value of this key is 2. So we will just return the mid, that is 2 will be returned. That means what? Return mid means what? The key element is present in the array at the index value pointed by this mid. In this case, it is 2. Is it understood, students, still here?
Yes, sir.
Now let us try to say unsuccessful search. Let me take a value as say 5. Let me take the key value as 5 here. Okay, now what will happen, students? This place key is 5 and mid is A of mid is 30. Are they equal? No, key is not equal to A of mid. Then it will go on to the next statements, that is if. Is that key less than A of mid? Is what here? 5. Is 5 less than A of mid? That is A of 2. In A of 2, what we have? 30. Is condition, this condition is true or false? This condition is true. That means now we need to search on the left side of the given array, because the key element is present and it might be present on the left side itself because its value is less than the mid positioned value. Suppose if the key value is, say for example, if it is 60, then definitely it can be present on its right side. During that time, we will only look into the right side of the array. So in this case, the low is, that is key value is 5 and we are supposed to only look into the left half. Now, when we want to look into the left half, we know that low is 0 itself and definitely we are going to get a new value for our high. Because we need to only search, we need to focus upon the left side. Here the low is 0 only, but this high will never be, or high will no longer be 4. It will be 1 less than the mid value. Mid is this, 1 less than the mid value is going to be our new high. So we will re-update the high value as mid minus 1. Whenever the key value is falling on the left side, we need to adjust our mid value, that is high value, to the 1 less than the mid value. Or else, if the key is greater than the mid element, then we need to readjust our low value. In that case, our new low value will be mid plus 1. As I explained in the previous example, during that time, we were updating the low value to the new value as a mid plus 1. Understood, students, as of now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now since this condition has become true, the high value will get updated as mid minus 1. That means our low is 0 itself, but high is going to be what? Mid minus 1. What is mid value? 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. That is low is 0, high is 1. Means we are supposed to only search between these two elements. Let me write the index values here also. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now with this set of low and high, we are going to further continue searching the element. Low is 0 and high is 1. Now again we need to, since these statements are inside the while loop, once this statement is executed, it will come back to the condition. Look into the condition. Is it low less than or equal to high? Yes, low is 0, high is 1. So 0 is less than or equal to high. The condition is true. Since the condition is true, it will again continue executing the statements inside the while loop. In this while loop, again, it will calculate the mid value. So mid value will be what? Mid is equals to 0 plus 1 divided by 2. How much we get, students? 0 plus 1 divided by 2.
Zero.
We get 0 value itself. Because it is 0.5, we will only consider the whole number, so we get 0. So the mid value is 0. That means this is the element, that is element 10. Okay, now look into this particular statement. Is key equals to A of mid? So key is 5. Is this 5 is equals to 10? No, it is not. Since it is not, then it will move on to the next statement. Is key less than mid element? Mid element is 30. In this case, mid element is 10. Is it 5 key element is less than 10? Yes, it is true. Since it is true, we have to re-update our high value. What will become the high value now? It will become mid minus 1. So next time, low will become the same value, that is 0 itself, but high will be mid minus 1. Look into here. What is the mid value? 0. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Okay. Now again, it will come back to the while loop. Now look at the condition here. Low value is 0. High value is minus 1. So is 0 less than minus 1? Is 0 less than or equal to minus 1? Is this condition true or false?
False.
Condition becomes false. 0 is not less than or equal to minus 1. So condition become false. Since the condition become false, that means what it says that you try to search the given key element in the array. You try to search this particular element 5 in this given array, but this element is not present. That means we are going to return a negative number. So return minus 1 implies that the key element is not present in the array and we couldn't successfully search that element. Okay, this is a simple algorithm, that is iterative algorithm for the binary search. We do have the another algorithm for the binary search, that is recursive method. Here we are making use of the iterative. You can see there is a while loop. The statements are getting executed repeatedly until this particular condition is true. We have the other method, which we usually call it to be a recursive method. For the recursive method, it takes a few more parameters here. You can look into here. It takes these many parameters: array, n, that is number of elements, key element. Along with these three, it takes low and high values. We will see this algorithm in the next class with the example. Okay. Any doubts, students, here? Binary search. In order to have a binary search effectively working, the elements should be either in ascending sort or descending sort. This particular algorithm works only for the ascending order elements. If the elements are in the descending order, then definitely this will not work again. We need to again modify the algorithm strategy here. Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay, tomorrow I will make it little correct. I will remove all these things. Then you can take a snapshot of that and then you can write it. Have you written the notes? The one which I had shared in the previous couple of days back? The general method of
Yes, sir.
right? Okay. Tomorrow I will give you one more page, 1 or 2 pages, wherein you can write the notes of binary search. Okay, this algorithm along with recursive algorithm. Tomorrow I will explain the recursive algorithm. It is also pretty simple. The same method we will make use, but only thing is that we will call the function or this particular recursive search again and again. Okay, we will look into it in the next class.